Hi everyone! In today's video, I'm going to show you how to make a delicious peanut butter dipping sauce. This sauce pairs perfectly with Vietnamese fresh spring rolls. It's made from roasted peanuts, which are blended until smooth and creamy. The rich, nutty flavor is balanced with a touch of saltiness, a hint of sweetness from cane sugar, and a bit of tanginess from vinegar. It's a simple yet incredibly flavorful sauce. Not only does it taste amazing, but it's also packed with protein and healthy fats, making it a nutritious choice for dipping. To make enough for about 8 servings, you'll need roasted peanuts, salt, cane sugar or honey, vegetable oil or olive oil, sesame oil, vinegar, and some water to adjust the consistency. I also like to add toasted sesame seeds for extra aroma. Sesame oil is an important ingredient because it enhances the nutty flavor and adds a subtle richness to the sauce. If you don't have sesame oil, you can substitute it with peanut oil or simply use more vegetable oil. However, sesame oil gives the sauce a signature depth that makes it extra delicious. And when serving, I'll mix in some ground black pepper and finely chopped chili for a bit of heat. First, I'm going to roast the peanuts with salt. Adding salt while roasting helps enhance the peanut flavor and makes them crispier. Plus, this method tones down the sharpness of sea salt, making it more mellow. I'll keep the heat low and gently roast the peanuts until they're golden brown and aromatic. When they start cracking and the skins turn a deeper shade of brown, that's when they're done. Be careful not to burn the peanuts. If they turn too dark, the sauce will have a slightly bitter taste. If you're using pre-roasted peanuts, you can lightly heat them up in a dry pan for a few minutes to refresh their flavor. Once the peanuts have cooled slightly, I'll rub off about 2/3 of the skins while leaving the rest intact. The skins add a lovely aroma and help thicken the sauce. However, keeping them on does make the sauce a little darker than if you removed them completely. If you prefer a smoother, lighter colored sauce, you can remove all the skins. But personally, I love the added texture and depth of flavor that the skins bring. Aside from the peanuts and salt, we'll need cane sugar for sweetness. You can also use honey, vinegar for a mild tang, and a combination of vegetable oil and sesame oil to give the sauce a rich, glossy texture. The toasted sesame seeds will enhance the nutty aroma. I'll also save the ground black pepper and chili for later, adding them just before serving. Now, mix everything well. You can adjust the water amount depending on how thick or thin you want your sauce. If you're using this sauce for spring rolls, I recommend keeping it slightly runny. But if you want to spread it on bread, you might want to use less water for a thicker consistency. Another great use for this sauce is as a salad dressing. Just thin it out with a bit more water or lime juice, and it becomes a creamy, flavorful dressing for fresh vegetable salads. Next, I'll put the peanuts and salt into a blender and grind them until they're finely crushed. Once they're nicely blended, I'll add in the liquid ingredients, water, sugar, and oils, and continue blending until smooth. You can blend it to your preferred consistency. I personally like my sauce with a little texture, so I won't make it completely smooth. If you want a super creamy sauce, just blend it a bit longer. You can also strain it through a fine mesh sieve for an ultra-smooth finish. After blending, I'll store the sauce in an airtight jar and keep it in a cool place. As it sits, it will naturally thicken a bit. If the sauce thickens too much over time, just stir in a little warm water to loosen it up again. On the other hand, if your sauce turns out too thin, you can blend in a bit more ground peanuts or let it sit for a few hours to thicken naturally. When serving it with shrimp and pork spring rolls, I like to mix in some ground pepper, a bit of chili, and even a splash of soy sauce for extra depth. If I'm using it as a spread for bread, I might add a little butter or melted cheese for a richer taste. You can also drizzle this sauce over grilled chicken, noodles, or even roasted vegetables. It's such a versatile sauce that you can use it in so many different ways. Give this recipe a try and see if it suits your taste. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.
And keep it on pulling.